Hey guys, Sword here, and this is going to be Operation Dome number 68, the 68th episode of the Operation Dome series, a series where my friends and I we're going to be encasing the entire world in glass and glass panes. And right now, it is a beautiful, well, evening or night. What other words can you say for night, honestly? I like evening better. It sounds like it has a better vocabulary than night, but just look at the moonlight. So bright, so shiny, and I can't remember what little position that is, but either way, even though it's all pixelated, it just looks awesome. Now, here's a series that we're going to be encasing. Whoa, is that? Don't tell me that's an unloaded chunk. I know that I actually finished that spot. Oh well, I guess that's just how it works now, right? Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is that anything could happen, really. If something just happens to happen, then that's the thing. I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and get some levels so I can actually enchant the diamond axe, so that at least the process of gathering wood would be faster, because what we need to do is that we're going to have to dig up all the sand in the area, and then we're going to have to make some glass. But in order to make glass, we're going to need some charcoal. Not coal, because getting charcoal is actually a little bit faster than getting coal in general. It gets us experience either way, and we could use that experience to get more level 30s and enchant more of the shovels to get more sand. So it's an ongoing cycle. And here is a little bit of a spawn, like a little bit, what was it called? A zombie farm that SMO has created. Oh, lost my place for a second. I had to go this way. So what would happen is that zombies will actually start to fall from here, because above us are two spawners. So there's one zombie. Let's go see if there's another zombie is gonna fall down right here. Zombie? Zombie? Where are you, zombie? I know you're gonna be dropping here. Well, slice. Let that burn and let that die. You can't touch me. You cannot touch me. And it's dead. And I didn't get experience from that? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me the fire actually burns up the XP. Well, this is kind of slow right now. Usually it's faster than this, but I'm not going to spend 30 minutes just sitting there and killing zombies. But that's one way we could actually get some experience. So, it's a good way. Oh, another zombie just, look at that. The zombie just came down here. Okay. Well, now they decide to spawn. Oh, well. Like I said, I'm not gonna wait all that time just to get the zombies, so I'm just gonna move on from here. So mainly, where all the sand that we dig up, it's gonna be a barren wasteland. So another thing that we are gonna be doing is that we're gonna be getting a lot of dirt blocks to actually replace all the barren wasteland, so that it'll all be green. What I'm standing on right here, that mountain over there, it used to be a desert hill, and this used to be all desert, and we got rid of all the sand blocks. It was getting easier and easier by the time we were moving along, but now that I'm running out of the shovels that are enchanted, I really need to make some more. So that's going to be a thing that I'm going to have to do. And one of the great things about having a wonderful Greenland is that more friendly mobs will spawn in, and we get to kill them for food. So we won't have to worry about running out of food anytime soon. So that is a good thing that we have this done. And I have an OP sword that it is sharpness 4, fire aspect 2, knockback 2, and unbreaking 3. Sadly, it's not looting 3, but I could live with that. The way to get unbreaking 3 onto your sword, for those who are wondering, is that you need to enchant a book, and then you combine the book with the sword on an anvil. So that is how you do it, and I just want to say that out loud so that people don't claim I'm cheating anyway. Or so that some people still don't know these things. Every single time when I look at a video or even an old video, people keep saying that this is fake, you get the block and not the ore. What is this? Even though the ore is actually a thing, but you get the idea. When people see that you get a block instead of the actual resource, then that's when they call you out saying that you're in creative mode or you didn't do this legit. It's like, dude, it's Soak Touch. It has been here for over a year. It's been on the PC for over 3 years. Where have you been? I don't even know at this point. So people will just say things because they don't know what's the fact from fiction or anything like that. But people will always respond back to them. So I'm just gonna say that as a little disclaimer, I guess. But you have not seen an OP sword until you see the next episode of Operation Bedrock. I cannot wait to actually show that sword. I didn't even think it was possible. I knew it was possible if you were to go creative mode, but I didn't think it was actually possible in survival. So I want to show that sword later on. But here are my wolfies. I got so many wolfies. I've yet to actually collect any more wolfies because I really don't want the server, or sorry, the world to lag. They call it a server, but I digress. I don't want the world to lag too much until I'm ready to actually make the video. Just mainly, you're able to spawn as many wolves as you want. You're just going to have to go to a different quadrant, or sorry, the different portion of your map, spawn it from there, and lead them all the way to the other side of the world so that you can keep doing it back and forth, back and forth. Just make sure that all the other wolves are in a designated spot away from another chunk area, because no more wolves are going to spawn in this area naturally, so you're going to have to bring it to the other chunk to actually have it work. So once I actually get myself 100 wolves plus, because I want to at least get 20 more wolves just to make sure that I have over 100 wolves. I really want to make a video about that. That would be very interesting to actually have. Creeper, I need to get some XP so I could actually get my diamond axe to whoever enchantment that I want. Mainly I want to get efficiency and unbreaking. I don't care for silk touch, and I don't care for any other thing. Ow, stop it. I hate these skeletons. Why do they have to be so OP? Seriously. Why is this an update? I liked it better when you were able to actually just fight them and dodge the arrows quite easily. This is utterly annoying. Just gotta dodge, gotta keep dodging, gotta time it right. Oh, he still hit me. Ah, that's so annoying. Well, zombie, you're gonna die, and I'll get to level 10, and we'll be good from there. And I don't know what's gonna be the lowest level that I can need to get, but what I could do, I could just use the enchanted bottles, the bottles of enchanting. I have 2 priests that will offer bottles of enchanting, but I'm not gonna give them any gold bars just yet to actually reset it. I wanted to have a full chest of it first, but seeing how that's gonna be near impossible, it's just time to actually start using these. I love it. I love it that we have at least 3 stacks of them right now. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what 1 stack will actually get us to. So here's 1 stack, all these beautiful, beautiful bottles of enchanting. So we have 1 stack right here, and let me go ahead and start throwing them in the air. Just because. Why not? Just as long as I'll be able to catch them. And throw. Throw, 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 throw. Let's go. Throw it out. Okay, that's all 64. And I get to level 24. 25, 20, oh, get to level 20, almost 26. I jumped from 10 to nearly level 26. So we only need another, of course, we only need 4 1/4 amount of XP left, and it's still a little bit dark, so I'll be able to get at least to level 26 right now. Oh, no, zombie, don't die on me. Speeder? Bye-bye, Speeder. You attacked me in the other server. I don't appreciate that. Now the Speeder, you will die too. Normally I do not attack speeders in the daytime, but I just want revenge. They attacked me the other day. It was bad. I nearly died from that. It was really disrespectful too. You're okay. You're right there. You didn't see anything. You won't tell anyone. So once I get to level 30, then I'm going to try to do the trial and error method of enchanting to see if I could get the best axe I could possibly get. Even if it's silk touch, I'm okay with that. Time to move on. And yes, I completely forgot to actually dust out the Xbox 360, so you will kind of hear it in the background at times. It's quite annoying. You know it's on, and you could hear it all day. And have I gotten better from being sick? Nope, I'm still sick. It's just that 6 to 7 hours of sleep is not doing me any good. Yeah, being sick is not so good, especially when you have a lot of phlegm in your lungs. It's so annoying when you have to cough it all out. So what am I going to be doing? I have no idea right now. I know I wanted to get to level 30, but now I'm not able to get to level 30 because there are no mobs that are spawning in the area. Well, that is so weird. Green, green, darker green. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 and goodbye. It just didn't belong there. And more. Why? Why is this a thing? Who cut down the birch trees and didn't let me know about this? The evidence is right there, but now I'm getting rid of the evidence. It's been a long time since I've actually traveled across the lands here. But what is going on in my life that I did tell you that I went ahead for last week. I did tell you that I took the CCW class and I passed. One of the things I'm going to have to do is just send them all the documentation, send them all the certificates, my fingerprints, and of course I got to send them the money so that they'll send me the license and I'll be able to actually carry a concealed weapon for 5 years at least. So I know the law, I know how things go. Shooting someone always has to be a last resort. You do not want to actually take out a gun in any given situation, unless if it's a life or death situation, of course. But if it's just a confrontation, you don't want to ever actually take that out, even if it is to actually tell them like, hey, I'm armed, so leave me alone. You're not allowed to do that, because it will still be considered as aggravated assault. It'll still be counted as brandishing a weapon and the misconduct of a firearm. So you never want to actually bring out a gun in any confrontation. Unless, of course, it is a life or death situation where there's a person with a knife, then yeah, you tell them that, well, of course, you could actually bring it out at that point, and you tell them to drop the weapon and walk away from it. If they don't listen to you, you give them like a few warnings, they come at you, all bets are off, and you're able to use deadly force. So that is a thing. Just as long as you actually gave them a chance, then you are safe. But even then, you will have to get a lawyer, because even if you're not criminally charged for that, the family, on the other hand, they could still sue you for wrongful death of a relative. That is how twisted this world is. Even though you're not at fault and or the person's at fault, you could still get sued by the family members. Yeah, crazy world that we live in. You're not allowed to defend yourself without any repercussion at that point. I'm sorry, but that thing right there was just bugging me. It just didn't look right to me. I knew that there were sandstone blocks underneath those, so I just wanted to get rid of them. And there we go. Now it looks kind of more natural. Okay, moving on. I have my license. I could carry if I wanted to. Doesn't mean I'm going to carry it everywhere, but still, it is quite nice to have, and it is quite nice to have the knowledge of the law itself. So that will be a thing. Well, let's go get to level 30 at this point, because at least I have good 2 more stacks left. Well, nearly 3. So at least I'll be able to get to level 30 twice, and then possibly to level 20 or above in the next stack. Then I'll get rid of all the bottles of enchanting. Or should I keep them just to say that I have them? You know what? I'm going to keep a few so that I can say that we have this in this world if we need them. But it's just more of a decoration purpose at this point. So, bottles of enchanting, let's get to level 30. I don't know how many bottles it's going to take to get to level 30. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, level 30. Just gotta get that going. Because otherwise then I'm just going to be walking around aimlessly and not doing anything whatsoever to contribute to the series whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, because I kind of want to talk about this as well, that I am on a server called mvblock.org. It is a Pixelmon server, so if you know a lot about Pokemon, then it is a server for you. It is a great community, a lot of active players online, except for the night of course, because we have school weeks and all that good stuff. Can't wait to actually be done with school, but either way, that mainly it's a great community. All you gotta do is just follow the rules. Just slash rules, and then you'll find the rule list, and then you have a link to the other rules that will tell you what are the punishments if you break those rules. Just mainly, it is common sense. Do not grief, do not steal, respect the rules, respect the staff, respect the players, no player harassment, and no unfair climb mods, of course, no X-rang, because that is a permaban. And of course there is no swearing, because we want to keep it clean, because if we see like 20 people swear all over the place, it's just chaotic in itself. You don't even need to swear in a video game, but we all do it all the time verbally, but typing it out, you have to mentally prepare your typing, and then you have to manually press enter. So there's a few extra steps into swearing. You don't even need to do that. It's just one of those things that it's not a good thing to actually do. Just honestly, it just makes you look bad in front of everybody else. Now it's time to see whether or not if I get a good enchantment from this diamond axe. Will I get one? This is my method, is I just rapidly click on it because I have no idea whether I'm going to get good or bad. And it is efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. That is pretty good. I don't care for silk touch. I am okay with this. Oh god. I forgot that these count as half blocks. So weird how that works, isn't it? Remember that you're not able to actually climb this, but apparently now you're able to. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how they count as half blocks, as far as I know, but it's just glitchy on the top. And just one of these right here, just flat, it's okay. But if you go on 2, then that's where it's gonna get laggy. Oh, I can't do this on this side. Okay, there you go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I can still jump. I can still jump. And oh, I'm stuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And let me go. Let me go. Let me go, please. Okay, I'm good. Now I got my axe. I am very happy that I got my axe. Time to save, and let's see how many blocks I could actually get by the end of this video, because mainly now I'm going to do is just keep on chopping down the trees, waiting them for to grow, and then continue doing that over and over and over again until I get probably 2 chests full of birch wood, and then I'll be able to make them charcoal. I'll be able to get some more level 30s, and I'll be able to make some more enchanted diamond shovels. Again, it all goes full loop, especially if I were to make some glass. I'm going to get even more levels, because all 140 furnaces, it is a guarantee level 30 by the last 2 rows. Like, I'll probably end up here, and I'm still going to have something left over to get more levels. So every time when I use these furnaces, I get to level 30 guaranteed. It's a process, guys. It's a process. That's how I deal about this, and I'm happy with that. I don't even need beacons to make this faster. Well, at least I got a shovel, or sorry, whoa, an axe to make everything faster. Unless if I really want to go get haste 2 in this area, then I could chop down the trees a little bit faster, but it's fine how it is. And here's another plugin for what I want to possibly do in the future, is that if I were to do more live streaming, then feel free to follow me on Twitch. It is Twitch TV/SwordKing090. So whenever I get ready to do more live streams, I'll be able to do so. I got Pandora 1 a subscription. I know people may say Spotify or something along the matters of that, but Pandora came first, and especially whenever I'm on mobile and I don't have any Wi-Fi, Pandora 1 in itself does not use a lot of data, or data, however you want to pronounce it. I call it data at this point. That it just doesn't use up a lot of data. If I were to stream 5 hours without connecting to a router or any Wi-Fi, it barely takes 0.2 gigabytes. That is low. Honestly, that is low. I've been told that Spotify or any other of the subscription services, they take a lot of data from you. So I choose the more reliable and the more convenient app. So Pandora 1, even though you can't really pick and choose the music that you want to hear, is that it's on a playlist or whatever station. Sometimes it gives you a different song. Like, seriously, what does church music have to do with dubstep? Yes, I listen to dubstep at times because I feel a little bit more motivated whenever I listen to dubstep. Just the drop in itself. You're just pumped up. You want to get something done. You're just ready to go. And then next song, church music. Where did this come from, Pandora? It's so weird, but I accept it. I like any type of music, really. That it just, as long as it's just, I don't know. Mainly, I love all music or all songs, but if it's a song that I don't like because of how it sounds, or sometimes the message in itself is like, okay, I'm not going to listen to this song, but I'll tolerate it if it plays. I may get annoyed by it, but I'm not going to really do anything about that because it's there. What can I do? Can I skip it? Yes, but what's the point of skipping it if it may play another song that you may not like? Who knows? Maybe I'll learn to like it, and maybe I'll just make fun of it every single time that it actually plays. That's what I usually do with all the songs that I don't like. I make fun of it. At least it brings a smile on my face, and I know that I can just laugh at it whenever it comes on. But yes, I may live stream more often because I got a year subscription with XSplit, so I have to get that conviction, or not conviction. What am I talking about? I feel like a prisoner if I say that. Okay, commitment. There you go, commitment. Isn't that the same thing? Jokes aside, that mainly is a commitment that I'm going to try to keep, so that whenever I have a lot of video stockpiled up and ready to upload, and I have a lot of free time and there's nothing going on in the house and I just don't want to make another video, then I'll just do some live streaming, listening to the music, and just play either Minecraft or any other video game that I may enjoy. But the reason why I kind of wanted to bring this up is because I actually live streamed for the Pixelmon server, and I got permission from the owner himself to actually go ahead and review the applications that people have. We have staff ranks, so mainly we have helpers, tournament managers, advertisers, and as well as that we have moderators. Admins you cannot apply for. Admin is pretty much the rank that the owner has to make a decision of whether or not a person is actually ready to receive that rank. So no one, even if you're a moderator, you cannot ask to become an admin. So you have to respect that. There's a lot of times that people actually go onto the server brand new first day. It's like, hey, can I be an admin? It's like, dude, you just joined the server. You don't know anything about a server and you just want to become an admin. We do appreciate your enthusiasm, but that's not how it works. Because for you to become a helper, first of all, it's the first step. For you to become a helper, you're going to have to wait at least 2 to 3 weeks before applying to become a helper. Because you need to know more about the server, you need to know the people of the server, and you need to actually be making yourself well known. Because we vote as a community, that we vote to whoever is actually deemed responsible or whoever is ready to become a helper, tournament manager, moderator, and things like that. We actually pay attention to people. Like if a person were to apply, but if they never actually logged on for a good amount of time, we will see that and we'll just vote no. We've actually had people who applied, but just doesn't play. That is not a good way to become something that you want to be a part of. You just can't apply and then not show up. It's like if you were to take this into a real life perspective, you cannot apply to a job and then when they call you, you just don't show up for the interview. That's disrespectful, and that just shows that you don't even want to do this. So it does fall into play, guys. What you do in video games, sometimes it could actually apply to real life. If that's your attitude in a video game when you don't actually need to take it seriously or so seriously, but it's those type of habits that you actually bring onto real life. It's just like when a person does, text speak all the time, LOL, LMFAO, and then you have the U instead of the word you. It actually does become a source of a habit, like a bad habit, that you could actually be the person who does that in school reports. And yes, it has happened before. I never actually did the whole shortcuts thing. I do the LOLs and all that abbreviations, but I never really abbreviated the words, the actual words, or try to take shortcuts on the words. I actually typed it full and have that good habit because it did really help me out in making the school papers. So with all the other students, some of them actually continue to write in text speak and then they get failing grades. It's quite embarrassing too. And I'm pretty sure I actually brought this up in a college environment, and that's even more embarrassing that a lot of the people in my class at a college grade level, they were not taking the class very seriously and they were actually doing the internet speak on their papers. Our teacher actually had to give a lecture on grammar. Like, even though that was not the right class, she actually did a lecture on English and grammar. That's how embarrassing it was. She even pointed out a few of the people who did not do it, but then she pretty much said that everybody else was doing it. So, what kind of message does that send when college students are actually doing little text speak onto their papers? Yeah, that's a bad image all around. Especially if you were to somehow put that onto your application. There was even a commercial that talked about a person who's actually doing lead or text speak onto an application. I forgot which one it was. It's like, don't be this guy. Have audio or audible, something like that. I don't even know. Just, it's kind of funny how that works, but it does apply and it could happen to people. But mainly, just, that's how the rank system works. I know I got off topic, but it's something that has to be said because you guys know. You guys know if you've done this before, whether by accident, force of habit, or anything that matters of that. You guys know who else has done it before too. But anyways, that's how our system works. We have helpers, tournament managers, moderators, gym leaders, that it's all a community vote. Moderators, however, is taken more of a higher level, that we do have a community vote because it is influenced by the people who actually want this person to become a moderator, and then it's higher up when the other moderators such as myself and others have to discuss who is ready, and then ultimately it's the owner who actually grants the rank. And for everybody else, community vote. If you're active and you're helping out, you're always online, you're always involving yourself with the community, then there's a good chance that you will become the staff rank that you wish for. It just takes a little bit of dedication. But back to the live stream aspect. I was actually live streaming the application reviews. That was a lot of fun. Normally, the owner himself has to do that, and we do the voting, and I participate in the voting, but since he was not able to do it because he didn't have his microphone broke, so he was not able to actually live stream, so I did it for him. I was very happy. I was honored to actually do the live stream on the applications for the owner. So what went down, we all voted. I read out all the applications out loud. It took me a good hour and a half because some of the applications were actually long. Some of them had paragraphs, and some of them was just a wall of text of 1,000 words. But I still read it all. We all voted. I actually put down the results, and then I sent it over to the owner so he could take a look at it, and then he will make decisions himself based on the community votes and based on what he sees. And the people who deserve the ranks, they will get their ranks. And in any case, if there's another mix-up or if there's anything that went down that he's not able to live stream the apps, I could do it for him again. So again, I feel honored to actually help out with the server that I enjoy playing in. And a lot of people actually complimented me on my voice. I like that. I really, really like that. I know I speak in a different tone whenever I actually do a video. Sometimes I don't even notice my own tone because sometimes I actually go higher so that I sound more energetic or anything like that, but at the same time, it's like I got to keep this energy up for a full 30 minutes or more. But then when I go down to a little bit of a more mellow kind of tone, then people say that I do sound monotone or that I sound boring or things like that. I can never win with these different types of situations. Well, mainly that real life people actually say that this is actually pretty good, that I sound clear at times. Of course, yeah, I do stutter and I point that out a lot, but whenever I go to my job on the drive-through at times, or even up front, people ask me or compliment me, is like, dude, you have a good voice, you should be on radio or anything like that. And that really brightens up my day. It's like, thank you. It's like, does anybody else tell you that? It's like, yeah, a lot of people have told me that. They say that, yeah, you should follow up on that. It's like, maybe. That the only thing I'm going to have to work on is the stuttering problems. Like, oh, that's cool, but seriously, dude, you should look this up. You should try out at least. It's like, okay, I'll try it out whenever I am confident enough to actually do this. The only ironic part is that I don't tell them that I actually make videos. So that's the thing. I don't tell them that I make videos. So that in itself, I just don't have that self-confidence to actually go out and try to do this. Whenever I have the self-confidence, when I know that I'm ready, then I could just go to maybe my local radio station because I know someone that actually works there, and I could possibly say, hey, can I maybe say an announcement or something, and let's see how well this goes. It's like, okay, let's try this out, and then do baby steps here and there. The one thing that I would not mind is actually just reading paper. For me to actually write it down, however, that's going to be a different story. You're going to have to give me the patience, or you have to be patient with me and figuring out what to write down, what to say over the airwaves. That is a different story in itself. But if the other people are able to do it, then maybe I can do it. So if I ever get around to actually doing the whole commentating voice and see if I could actually do that well, then I'll try to do that on a video. I'm not too sure if I've already done it so far because I just don't think about it. I just say it. Like whenever I go to the drive-thru and then I just say, welcome to this restaurant, how may I take your order? But I can't tell you how much I truly appreciate all the comments and all the compliments that the customers give me whenever I'm on the counter or I'm on a drive-thru. Because with the drive-thru, of course, you're gonna have that tone or you're gonna have that sound throughout the intercom, and it's gonna sound different than how you sound like without it. It's just like listening to a person speaking on the phone than speaking or listening to them in real life or in person. That's the better term for it. It just sounds completely different. So maybe that's how they actually see it as. And of course, there was a lag spike, or not a lag spike, there was a power spike. Good to know. Honestly, good to know. Let me see if the file has been recorded still. That was very unexpected now. Okay, where is it at? Gameplay. And there we have it. Operation Dome number 68. It's still recorded. It got itself caught off and 32 minutes and 22 seconds. But of course, I'm going to be doing some jump cuts, so it's going to lower it down. So I'm guessing that this is going to be a good time to stop. Well, regardless, in a little bit of a recap, that I love the server envyblock.org. It's a great community. Feel free to join us. That I'm gonna be doing a lot of it's pretty much a let's play. I've done a lot of episodes of Pixelmon. You've probably seen it throughout the weeks, of course. That 4 days I upload Pixelmon, and then the other 2 days is Operation Bedrock and Operation Dome. So you can't really miss it. I still need to record other videos, so whenever I get around to that, I'll be able to do so. Or if I want to do some live streaming, then follow me up on Twitch. It's going to be SwordKing090. You can't really miss it. And of course that I really love the responsibility, or at least I love the trust that the owner has towards me and actually doing the application reviews on live stream. And then of course that if I ever go on radio or anything like that, then at least I could say that I've got to this point because everybody kept saying that I should be on radio. So that's another thing. You guys may not see it, but I just gotta work on it. I gotta work on it, honestly. That once I work on it and I'm confident enough, then I want to try the broadcasting voice or broadcasting little area, sorry, on video, and then in real life, then that's going to be a different story. Then you can just say, hey, I know that guy. I watched his videos before. But of course, even if I do get the job, then I'm still going to continue on making videos for a side hobby because I love making videos. Even though at times I do get annoyed, I just love making videos in general because it brings a smile to some people's faces, and that's what's worth it to me. But in any case, it is time for me to end the video. Have a great day, everyone. I'm SwordKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.